Good day, everyone. Welcome to Technology 4012, Occupational Health and Safety Legislation and Management. I'm just going to take a few minutes here to walk you through the course shell and introduce myself. First of all, I'm Georgina, and I'm going to be your course facilitator throughout this next 13 weeks. What you see in front of you is the course shell. This is what I would call the home page. And on the home page, you'll find a few important things. The very first one is you see announcements here. Okay. Under the announcements, I have some first steps that you should review. It walks you through the actual course content. It also gives you the details about the course textbook. Over to the right of your screen here is the course calendar. So I have important dates put in here, your quiz dates and your discussion close dates, as well as when your midterm is due. On the top of your screen here, you're going to see your banner across here. This is where you can find your course content. So your very first stop should be your course content. You just click on the interactive links. And in here, you're going to find your course information, your course learning guides, etc. So in here is your course overview. You can read down through the course overview here. Your discussion activities are worth 20%, assignments 20, midterm 20, and then the final exam is worth 40. You can also use these arrows to click through the course content. So if you scroll through the course content, this will discuss what each module will be in the course. This is important. So this is your course schedule. Your course schedule links right to the DELTS calendar. Each week you are going to have a learning guide which you will follow. So for example, for our first week here, we have chapter 1 that we're going to cover. Your online assignment is going to be an online multiple choice or true and false quiz. And then you also have a discussion post. Each quiz will be due by Sunday evenings, whereas your discussion post will be on Tuesdays. So please pay attention through this. It's a 13-week course, and staying on track is definitely key with your online coursework. Next, you have your actual learning objectives that will be covered each week, as well as your online assignments. So these are your online assignments, which I said are due on Sunday nights. In order to get to those, I have created an interactive quiz link here, or under the assessment tab up here, you can view them also under quizzes. These are timed assignments. However, at the end of the course, the lowest grade will be dropped and the best 10 of the 11 will be kept. You have to do your readings and your weekly learning guides before you complete your quizzes. Okay. Next, in the course content here, it talks about your discussion forum. Here are some guidelines for discussion. You will also be receiving feedback throughout the course on your discussion post. The rubric is located here. In order to find your weekly discussions, you actually go under the communication tab and discussions. So as you can see here, the very first one is your introduction. Please post here. It's a good way for us to figure out your background and kind of why you are actually completing this course. Next is a general course information. So this is where you can post questions to me, I can answer, or other students may answer your questions. And then we actually have each of your modules. So under each of your modules, you'll have chapter 1 and 2 discussion, which has a due date. So you'll notice that these due dates are on Tuesdays by midnight. So please post by then. Okay. The discussions will lock. So after the discussions are locked, I will then be able to go in and grade them and provide you some course feedback. The only other thing I want to draw your attention here to is if we go back to our course content, your learning guides are located here. This is going to be where you stop. So here is your chapter 1. So it talks about your learning objectives that we're going to cover. It will talk about reading the first chapter. There are some course notes here, both viewable and printable. And then it tells you what you actually have to do. So your discussion forum, your online assignment, okay? And these study guide questions, it's not required for submission, but these are what is going to help you study for the exam. So if you study throughout the course and answer some of these study guide questions as you're going through the readings, you shouldn't have any issues with the final exam. So I really encourage you to do so. Okay. The very last thing I'm going to point you to here is under your assessments and under the assignment tool. This is where you would locate your Dropbox. This is where you will upload submissions for your midterm. If you have any questions throughout the course, please feel free to contact me via your Brightspace under your course mail up here. Okay. Or you can also email me at georgina.white@mi.mun.ca. Thanks. I look forward to our discussions.